if you can talk about the attacks on hospitals right now. You have the attack on the ambulance convoy. Israel said it's because they were transporting Hamas fighters. You have the attack on the hospitals, like Al-Shifa, the largest. Israel says it's because command and control is underneath. Can you comment on all of this and the death toll at this point?
Well, this is an appalling situation in terms of the death toll. And there are multiple international laws, starting with the Geneva Accords, that are being violated. You are not allowed, under any circumstances, to bomb hospitals, to bomb health centers, to bomb ambulances. This is against international law. Israeli military has, for years, with multiple different attacks, accused health facilities of sheltering, quote, terrorists. They have never produced good documentation, and even if there were, for instance, tunnels under a hospital, you are still not allowed to bomb a hospital. So this is a grave violation of international law, and also part of the situation where civilians are dying in massive numbers and being injured in massive numbers.
Can you comment on the level of protests that you're seeing right now and the amount of suffering that you're seeing right now in Gaza? You have these 18 groups rarely issuing a joint statement, NGOs along with UN agencies demanding a ceasefire and what this would mean. And what Senator Murray has said to you as a representative of Jewish Voice for Peace and the Gaza Mental Health Foundation as you shut down the federal building in Seattle.
Well, I think that I've been doing this for solidarity work for 25 years, and this kind of response is unprecedented. And I think it's a reflection of the unprecedented nature of the Israeli attack. And Senator Murray has not been willing to call for a ceasefire, but people all over this country and all over the planet are calling for a ceasefire because we must stop this bombing and we must stop all of the civilian death. It is clear that the Israeli military is not doing a war to destroy Hamas, whatever that means. It is a war to destroy Gaza and destroying the infrastructure and killing thousands of people. You know, over half the homes are destroyed, a third of the hospitals are destroyed. It's just a massive, massive catastrophe for this region. And there is thought that this is all part of an Israeli plan to run Gazans out of Gaza and displace them into Egypt. There are all sorts of horrific ideas going around. So the response to this is all being seen internationally.
And can you talk about the health situation? We just came out of the third total blackout of Gaza with health organizations, human rights groups begging the Israeli government to turn back on the electricity, the cellular service, because of what it means for people, organizations that are trying to coordinate their surviving workers on the ground to help the Palestinians.
Well, the health system is catastrophic. It has collapsed. And if you think about it, what it means not to have electricity, you cannot call an ambulance. You're in labor. You cannot communicate with anyone. Hospitals can't communicate with each other. They can't pump water into the system. There is almost no water at all that's clean. That means you can't wash your sterile instruments. You can't wash wounds. There's a lack of antibiotics. People are dying of infection. I mean, it goes on and on and on. If you think about not having water, not having electricity, and also not having food, there's now a serious risk of starvation. The average Gazan is living on 2 pieces of bread a day and spending hours searching for water, and people are starting to drink agricultural water. So we're seeing an uptick in diarrheal diseases, respiratory infections, chickenpox. You know, this is a humanitarian and health catastrophe that is basically being live streamed in front of our eyes.
And the position of the Biden administration, we just have 30 seconds at this point.
The position of the Biden administration is entirely inadequate and utterly outrageous. Biden needs to call for a ceasefire. The U.S. is planning to send Israel more weapons that will only create more havoc. So Israel should not be getting weapons, and Biden must call for a total ceasefire. That is absolutely necessary from a humanitarian, healthcare, political, human, and moral point of view.